Hey Cancer, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of January, so welcome to 2026. We closed the chapter to the era of the snake. We shed all of the dead weight, and hopefully, I've just recommended at this point closing the door to everything. I don't know if you guys follow a lot of the stuff on like TikTok, YouTube, but you could probably read it around on some articles. But it was 9 years of basically lessons and just one thing after another, and everyone just trying to get by. It's been rough. If you think about it, 2020 happened. There's just so much. And now we're walking into the era of the fire horse, which is bringing abundance, beautiful freedom, positivity, energy, that like things that we were like wanting for the longest time is just going to come and unfold. So this is our year, and I think we need to claim it. I know we keep saying that every year, and we're just like tread carefully when walking into the year. No, this is our year to claim everything. Like this is, I already smell in the air. Things are different. The energy's different. I don't know how to explain it, but if you do feel it, definitely leave a comment. Because I don't want to feel like I'm alone, and I don't want to feel like I'm crazy. But we are going to do past, present, and future reading. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave for those that need to hear right now and come back for the next month's reading. But let's go ahead and I think that was for you. We'll get a vibe. Let's see, just make sure. Get a vibe of the year. We'll just start with that because it came out. So this is the vibe, not the year, sorry, of January. So we have self-protection, dual natures. So this feels almost like, again, you've gone through hell and back right now, right? I feel like you guys are in the mode right now of protecting yourself, and dual nature feels like a balance. So you're trying to bring balance back to things that just felt very off. But you're still in like the protect mode, which is very interesting because I feel like you want to be able to turn a new leaf, especially in the new year. Because you don't need to have that, like protection feels like you need, like it's a negative almost energy because there's almost danger kind of intertwined with that, like something that's negative. So there's something that you probably didn't let go of. There feels like you're hanging on to something still. But also finding balance within it, because that's what it's like, almost feels yin and yang in this. So let's go ahead and see what that's about, because I'm curious. I'm gonna do past, present, and future. Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we're gonna start with the past. So we have the Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, and the Temperance. There is a sense of you having a lot of options in the past, and you were having to choose. I think a lot of doors opened for you. I don't even know if doors opened is the right word. So you're currently in your life situation, right? And in the past, you had opportunities to do things, whether it be to go on this trip, to leave your job, to like apply for this job, to go hang out with these friends. And I think there was a decision that was almost coming out, and all this was divinely handed because you need to move from your current situation, whatever chapter you were in. There was some kind of divine intervention that was giving you these options, and you just didn't know what to do with it. And so there was like movement that was gonna spark your passion again. I don't know why. Okay. I'm getting a sense, and again, places where it makes the most sense. Not all of you have relationship problems. Not all of you have problems with work. It's more about the theme, the vibe, and the energy of the reading. But a lot of you guys might have been in a situation where maybe it feels like a person. So it could have been a relationship where you decided to be open in communicating with someone else because your relationship isn't working out. And so you were in communication and brought back some kind of energy that like was very fiery and happy, and you like, and it wasn't like, it doesn't feel like cheating. It's not that. It was just like, oh, like, yeah, like someone came into work or whatever, and you know, normally didn't really notice or care, but now you notice and care because you're in a bad situation. That happened for a reason, because your guides wanted you to see that there's something better than wherever you are. So if it's not a person, right? It feels like maybe you're at work and someone starts talking to you about their new job, and you were like, "Wow, I don't feel that way about my job." And they're like, "Oh, well, why don't you come and meet with my boss? Like he'll tell you all about it." And you go meet with the boss, and it's like she gives you all these like details, and you think it's great, and then it's like it gives you this like energy of like, holy moly, like this could be my life. But you don't make any decisions, you don't do anything, you're still continuing the life, but it gives you that idea happened for a reason. Like your guides planted this seed because you need something better. So let's just go into that, because again, I think that's what the self-protection is, because I don't think you moved. I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what that is. So we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Judgment Day in reverse. So a lot of reversals here. Yeah, that just makes so much sense. I don't think that you are so stuck still, which is interesting, because you're the first sign that I've done so far, and I've already did 6. But you're the first sign that feels kind of still stuck. And especially if we're starting off the new year, you feel stuck. You feel like nothing's changing, nothing's moving. But the reason why nothing's changing, there's nothing moving, is because you're not moving. And I feel like people are trying to help you and you're turning down the help. I feel like you have opportunities of like this new beginning and you turn it down. I feel like there is an opportunity that was handed where it's like, hey, like, are you ready? Like, this person's like, you have worked your butt off to get to X, Y, and Z. Are you ready for the next chapter? And like, you turn it down. So a lot of this stuff is like you turning it down. But then you're like, well, why am I not moving? Well, it's because you're not moving. Like, you're literally like, people are handing out breadcrumbs and like giving you things for free, and you're saying no to them. And that's part of the self protection thing. And you're trying to find the balance in what is right or wrong. And that's interesting to me, because it doesn't feel like you're starting off on the right foot, but you're also not moving. So you're also not doing anything bad. You're just stuck because you're scared. You're scared of change, and you're scared to make the wrong decision. You're scared for pain. You're scared of happiness. You're just scared. That's what the vibe is for the beginning of the month. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. So we have the Devil, you have the Five of Cups, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of things to kind of introspect right now, Cancer. It does feel like there is something toxic that's still holding you back, and especially in the future, I feel like there is a toxic pull. So it does feel like maybe a relationship. This is why you're stuck. You're not leaving the person. You're not moving on. Could be work. The work environment is toxic. But it's almost like you are going through something that's inevitably going to be a loss, and you're just delaying that process. So in the future, I do see that there is an end. It does feel like an end. It just feels like a lot of pain, a lot of like mourning, like you're mourning something. And I don't know, it could be any direction, because you could be mourning the person that you finally decide to walk away from, or you're mourning like the future that you want for yourself because you're too scared to let it go. And there is a miss. There's an Ace of Wands that comes in at some point, but being in reversal, you're missing it because you are so closed off and protecting yourself way too much, and there's so much fear around change that you don't take that opportunity. Again, another divinely handed, like this is divinely handed, that hand of the universe of the divine, and then in reverse it's a miss. This is something that's bringing you passion, fiery energy. The Knight of Wands that came in, and that was supposed to be your out, you missed it. And not even missed it, but you walked away. Like you just didn't move, you didn't make a move. And so this is coming in saying that there's another miss. So there is something here that needs to change, because there is some kind of like you're mourning something, and it's like the life that you're currently living, it almost feels like, because you're stuck in this toxic loop and this toxic chain. So that's your future. If you don't like that. You are in complete control over that, and you can change this. How? By what you're doing in the present. So that I always say that because I don't want you to ever feel like you're stuck, because you're not. I think I just said that, but you're not stuck. This is like, this might not be something that you want to hear, but that's a reality. And if the reality doesn't fit what you want to manifest, the only person that can change it, it's you. It's not the universe, it's not your friends, it's not your family, it's you. And you're wanting something new, you have to move, right? And you're not doing that in the current present. You're not doing anything. So there's nothing that can change. It's just, do you want that to be your year? So something to kind of think about. I think there's like a lot of lessons that can be learned, a lot of like introspection and a lot of like growth that opportunities here. So I think that's beautiful. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. Um, and I do have to say, I have like a baby project that I'm doing. Baby project. It's a project. It's my baby, and I'm writing a book, and it's more of a novel. It's gonna be like a five book series, potential spinoffs if people actually like this series, and it's about energy, and it's how we're connected and how we are in control of things, and light and dark, and it's a romantasy sci-fi kind of a thing. And I'm going to be posting it for free, so would love feedback on that if you guys are ever interested. It's going to be free, and I'd want to see if like people want to read something like that. And it's what I believe in too, to the core. So it's nice to kind of like intertwine that in like love, life, and everything. So maybe help you kind of grow yourself. I don't know. I hope that people actually enjoy that. So I'll let you know when that comes out. And again, I appreciate you guys' support, because it's been, next month will be a year since I started doing this. And it's been such a journey. It's been fun and growing alongside with you guys. So thank you for coming back. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.